Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, McNeill Crafts. So today is another day for a JMC Designs release. I am going to be a little bit late putting this up. It should be it should be going up in 5 minutes, and here's me filming. But yeah, like everybody, we're facing unprecedented times and routines are out the window. So I've also not had a chance to colour them, but you can have a little look, and I've coloured one little one and we'll make something together anyway. So this is the Sweet and Savoury collection. So we have 2 savouries and 2 sweets. So we have Becky Bap. So she has got a little burger dress. I know. My mind is a strange place. The more I draw, the stranger I think it is. So yeah, so this is Becky Bap. So we've got our burger. She's got wee poke of chips in her hand and a few chips in her hair. And yeah, a very strange hairstyle, so that it could be like tomato ketchup over the top, or it could be whatever you want it to be, really. So this is Becky Bap. Okay, we also have Cocoa Caramel. So I do love this. It's almost like a Willy Wonka style hat. We've got sweeties in the hat there. She's got a cupcake. The bottom of the dress is a chocolate bar. I love that. So this is Cocoa Caramel, and she has proved to be quite a favourite with the design team as well. We then have Nancy Noodle. This was the start of this collection, and I actually drew her ages and ages and ages ago. So quite often I am, sitting with my daughter and she'll be like, can you draw something for me? So she was like, can you draw me a noodle girl? I think she was watching Kung Fu Panda at the time. So she wanted a noodle girl. So this is what I'd drawn. And then I loved her, but I never quite knew how to turn her into any form of collection. And so gradually the ideas sort of came, and we ended up with the, as I said, the sweet and savoury. So she's got the sort of like Chinese serving bowl as her dress. I've tried to keep the sort of Chinese style with the top of the dress as well. Then we have the noodles as sort of the frills of the skirt, and we've got prawn crackers in her hair, and we have the chopsticks both in her hair and as the tie of her dress. So that is Nancy Noodle. We then also have Sally Sunday. I think she might be my favourite actually. She's got almost got like the Mr. Whippy ice cream hair. I love that. It's just, yeah. And then we've got the ice cream cone that's sort of making the bodice of the dress, and then the wafers. So that's all part of the dress as well. So yeah, I did have fun. I did have fun with that one. So that is the 4 girls. So as usual, those are £2.99 each. If you were to get them in my shop. I do currently have a discount code for you, which I think is SSC Launch 15. But I will put it in the description box below anyway, and you can get 15% off between now and Sunday night. So those are the 4 girls. So they're £2.99 each, or you can get the whole collection for £12.50. So you get the 4 girls, and then you get the extras. So we have here, we've got like a little ice cream, like a sundae going on there, and we've got flowers that are meant to sort of be like an ice cream scoop head. We've got a flower here that's been done, so it's sort of a cupcake style. These were like almost like the Chinese lanterns, but I've turned it into a flower. And then this one here can be a Chinese lantern as well. And again, I thought these were sort of oriental looking. And finally we've got a little cupcake. So hopefully that should meet the needs of these 4 girls. And then as always, we have our sentiments. So we've got, you only live once, so lick the bowl. If you've lost your appetite today, I think I have it. I think that's me at the minute. I definitely eat my way through stress. I hate to think what size I'm going to be at the end of this. Oh dear. Sometimes you just need cake. Cupcakes are muffins that believed in miracles. We go together like cupcakes and frosting. You can't live a full life on an empty stomach. There is no we in food. People who love to eat are always the best people. The only clubs I'm into are sandwiches. I spend a lot of time holding the refrigerator door open looking for answers. So I thought there was a fun sentiments there. So I have coloured up a Sally Sunday, and I am just going to grab some papers and bits and bobs and let's make something with her. Okay, so I have this My Mind's Eye paper pad that has got lots of sort of nice ice creamy colours in it, so I thought I would pull this out and get some of the sheets of paper. I've got lots of paper pads like this actually that are sort of almost finished but not quite, so I think as I'm doing the hashtag all together now, which you'll have, well, you may have seen, it was an earlier post today, that is going to be one of the things that I am going to do, that some of these paper pads that have just got a couple of pieces in them need to be getting used up. So let's see what bits have we got here as well. Got a few little odds and ends there that we can use. So with all of that we should have more than enough to make a card. So let's have a little play, see what we have. I do quite like that, and I like it with the green. Okay, it's looking quite good. And then we have this bit here that's sort of already cut. Oh, there we go. I think this might be a quick and easy card, although I quite wanted she says, changing her mind. I think I prefer the green of that one. So let's see. I think I prefer that. Okay. Right, so yes, I like that, but now I'm going to have to tear down these edges because I want white showing. So let's just get this stuck down, and then I might actually leave these papers on my desk and make something else with them for another video, another day. So that's what I am aiming to do with my lockdown time, is get a little bit of stash busting done, so that I can come out at the other end of this and think, oh well, you know, I used my time fairly wisely. So that is quite good. It is making me fancy an ice cream sundae though, and I'm still not allowed to go to the shops on Tuesday. And I don't feel I can go out and send people out into the shops to ask for ice cream, so I'm just going to have to live without it. Very kindly though, somebody did drop off a couple of mojitos and a couple of strawberry daiquiris to my doorstep. They heard I wasn't well, and those are my tipples of choices. So yeah, I have been, I think last night I felt the need of one. So yeah, so I have been treated, which was very, very kind. I think they did put that on the doorstep though before the full lockdown had happened, so I have had to call upon friends for a couple of bits and pieces. But yeah, we're managing alright. We should last now till Tuesday, and then we can go and do one of the essential shops for ourselves. And then also I want to make myself available for other people, because lots of people have kind of offered to help us. So yeah, I think this is going to be like just a really quick and easy card. Right, let's get a little bit of distress ink. Okay, so I've got out some twisted citron, and I am just going to add a bit of this to the edges of the card, because I don't know, I always like the finish just adding a little bit of distress ink gives. I think it does make a difference, and I'm actually going to bring it onto the white there as well, and I will just give my mat a wee wipe up with the cloth. Okay, because you know, I seem to have lost my, I had a blending mat, and I've kind of gone through my whole craft room when I did the reorganisation, and it didn't appear then, so I'm not quite sure where it is. Right, I'm also just going to pop a little bit of the picked raspberry round this one. Thankfully this mat that I have takes a lot of abuse, and then I can just sort of take it downstairs and give it a good clean with sieve, and it all seems to come out okay. I've never had a problem with anything not coming out, so thankfully. I think we're okay with that one. So I'm just going to stick that down there like so. As I said, these were bits that I'd already had die cut out, and obviously changed my mind, decided to do it, and then decided against it for some unknown reason. Okay, so let's just chop that off, and then I will add the pink back down this bit. Okay, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. And we all like it when Julia's happy, especially my husband. Okay, so yeah, that looks quite good. And then we've got I've got this little banner here that says a day in the life, so I might just cut that out because the colours go really nicely with it. And then I'll maybe make some banners out of the strips that are left over. I'm just going to cut that out. I do like these papers that have all these little useful bits in them. Very handy. Okay, I've kind of ripped that out a bit too eagerly, but never mind. Okay, so I'm thinking that if we have something like that, and then I will cut some of these bits. So what bits have we not used? So we've got those ones, and this one here. So I'm just going to chop those into little strips. Okay, so I've cut these into banners, and I am just going to stick some of these down, and it'll just create a little bit of interest at the top of the page. So we'll stick these down. I'm trying to have them so that they're different widths, different lengths, so that you see them all. They all sort of complement each other. So yeah, I'll pop that one down, and then I'll chop them down. And actually, for once, I do not think I am going to edge it with black pen. I'm kind of liking the soft ice cream colours, so I'm going to keep it quite soft. I know, it is amazing. Who knew? So try not to all have a heart attack, because that's the last thing we need in these current conditions. But yes, I am going to I am going to leave the black pen behind. Okay, let's chop that down. But what I am going to do, because it does need some sort of doodly border, is I have got a thin a sort of fine, actually I should have got my what do you call it out, the Arteza ones. I love those pens. I'm just on automatic, but I kind of forget I've got those. On automatic pilot I sort of went for these. These are now in my daughter's stash. They were sort of like my original watercolour pens when I very first got them, and since then I've sort of fallen in love with other brands and given these to my daughter. But I mean, they're still a very good pen and they do the job. So I've sort of gone over and nicked that. What I quite like to do as well is sort of create little faux cross stitches, make it look like it's been stitched on somehow. So I'll do that there. Okay, so that's still, I've still got a bit of a border, a bit of interest bringing the eye in. I'm now going to pop her on 3D foam, and just so that she stands proud a little bit. So let's get some of that out and stick her down. And then I think all I'm going to do is just add a few sequins, and that will be enough to finish this off. So fairly quick and simple card actually, once she was coloured in. And tonight my plan is to try and make another video at some point tonight for the hashtag all in this together, and then get some colouring done while I am editing that. But best laid plans, but that is the plan for the current moment in time. I'm going to find it hard when my husband goes back to work, because technically he can go back to work because he's a window cleaner. We're not quite sure how we feel about this. I saw somebody on the news, you know, saying that like they had a child who had an autoimmune problem. His wife was pregnant, and was due a C-section in 2 months, and now he had to go out to work because he was a window cleaner, and the fact that said window cleaners can go out to work means you no longer qualify for help from the government. But then at the same time we still have the same worries as anybody else. So, but then I can also, I think what my husband's going to do is pop a note through the door of all his customers and say, look, do you want me to clean the windows or not? And then if they do, to sort of either leave the money on the doorstep or to pay them electronically so that there's no contact. And if they don't, just to leave it for a while, because that's kind of all we can do really. But then I also get that, like, for people that are maybe stuck in for 12 weeks, being able to see out of your windows and being able to look at a nice garden that your gardener has done, I can understand why, you know, they're saying it's it's in no ways a key worker, but I can understand why they're saying it's good for the community. So it's a bit of a, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I think it would be easier if they just sort of told us exactly what we were to do. It's a bit of a catch-22, and we're not sure what we're doing. So, but my husband is actually very good around the house. I sort of landed on my feet with that boy, I tell you. It's very good. So he's very good around the house. He's actually a very good cook, and he enjoys cooking. So I have been getting all my meals made for me this past 2 weeks, which has been lovely. But by Tuesday I might have to go back to cooking dinner for myself. Back to sort of doing it all myself, so yeah, I'm going to take bad to that. So we'll see how we go. See what it happens. Well, it'll be Tuesday anyway. I think like that's us out of isolation on Tuesday. So still in lockdown, but I'm pleased for my daughter's sake, because I'm looking forward to being able to take her out on a walk. I think she's needing it. But today she was out playing in the garden. We had her cutting the grass in the garden and stuff like that. We did suggest building an obstacle course in the garden. But I think she must have got distracted with something else, so that's something we can do for another day. And then I was sitting there thinking, how am I going to make the school holidays different and interesting for her, you know, because like she's already been stuck in the house for 3 weeks, so like, you know, how do I make it that we enjoy the holidays and it feels like holidays? So I was saying to my husband, we should maybe like pack up a proper picnic, like if you were going somewhere. With a picnic basket and a blanket and all our packed lunch boxes and stuff like that, and then take it out to the garden. Sit in the garden and have a proper picnic. Now I'm sort of wishing we had a tent, because I could maybe camp outside. Oh dear. But the most important thing is that everybody stays safe, so I'm not complaining, because we just have to do what we can do. So I'm just finally finishing off by dotting a few little sequins. These are again one of those things that I'd completely forgotten I even had in my stash till I was reorganising my whole craft room. So yeah, I've also got a really lovely pokey tool thing with a sticky end that you can use to pick up sequins. I've never had one of those in my stash, but lovely Dawn sent me one. So I must actually, it's still downstairs with some other stuff that she sent me. So I must actually bring that up, because it would be a useful tool. So anyway, I think that is me for today. So this is a little Miss Sally Sunday made into a little card. So I hope you have enjoyed it here. I do have some of my team that are also on YouTube, and I will link their channels below. But I have an awesome team that do social media across the board. So we've got some on Instagram, some that are doing regular blogs, some at Facebook, some that have got their own Facebook groups. So I would recommend that you maybe check out my Facebook group, the JMC Crazy Craft Hive, and from there you will discover the rest of the team, and you'll get loads and loads of inspiration. And of course, the main thing about the group is we want to see what you're making. So if you do have any of my images, then feel free to share it with me. I would love to see it. And also I am hoping to start making a few freebies to kind of keep us going over the next few weeks. So it might be worth kind of joining for that too. But anyway, enough waffle. If you have enjoyed it here with me today, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back again very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.